Here we are in section 3.2 with the answers 7 through 10. It says fill out the table for each of the following. That means we're going to put in this x right in here, solve that equation it gives us for y. And down here we'll put those in for y. So x goes in as 5, and we get 2 times 5 is 10, plus y equals 9. Subtract 10 from both sides, and we get y equals a -1. So that goes right in there. 5, -1 is a point that is on that line. Let's do the next one. With the -4. 2 times -4 is a -8, plus y equals 9. Add 8 to both sides, and we get y equals 17. So y has to be 17 to match up with that guy. Now let's do this one right here. Stick in the 3. We get 2x plus, stick the 3 in for y, equals 9. So subtract 3, and we get 2x equals 6. Divide by 2, and we get x equals 3. Oh, that's interesting. 3 works. Does that really, 2 times 3 is 6 plus 3? Yeah, that one actually really works that way. That's great. Now we're going to do this one. We stick in 0 for y, and we get 2x plus 0 equals 9. That's nice. It just kind of wiped that guy right out. We got 2x equals 9. I like sticking in the zeros. As a reminder, this gives us, when we have 9 halves, that this is called the x-intercept. Because y is 0, this is where the line crosses the x-axis at that x value right there. And then the last one, let's do 7 for y. So we get 2x plus 7 equals 9. Subtract 7 from both sides, and we get 2x equals 2. Divide, and we get x equals a 1. 1, 7. So there we have the points right there. Number 8. We're going to take the number 2 and stick it in for x right there, and we get y equals 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2. That's y equals 12. Good. The next one. Stick in a 0, and it goes right up there. Now, we stick in a 0. Remember, this is going to give us the y-intercept. That's kind of important. That's how we get the x-intercept, is by sticking y in as 0. And we get the y-intercept by sticking x in as 0. So we get y equals 5 times 0. Now remember, when you stick in 0, it just times that whole thing. It's gone. It just kind of obliterates that thing. So we get y equals 2. That's good to notice. When y is by itself, there's your y-intercept. All right, -1. Let's stick in -1 for x, and we get y equals 5 times a -1 is a -5, plus 2 gives us -3. Y equals a -3. Okay, now we're going to stick in 0 for y. So we're going to take it and stick it in on this side. So we get 0 equals 5x plus 2. Subtract the 2. And divide by 5. We get x equals -2/5. Boy, we got negative fraction and had to solve that whole thing. That x-intercept wasn't as easy when the line was like this. That's good to note. And the last one on this one, number 4 in for y. So we're going to have 4 equals 5x plus 2. Subtract 2, and we get a 2. And divide by 5. We get x equals +2/5 this time. How interesting. All right, number 9. We're going to stick in 1 for x first of all. So we get 1 plus 4y equals 9. Subtract 1, we get 4y equals 8. And divide by 4, we get y equals 2. There we go. Now we're going to stick in 0 for x. Remember, this will give us the y-intercept right here. So we're going to stick that in for x. And we get 4y equals 9. That gives us y equals 9/4. So the y-intercept is 0, 9/4. Now we're going to stick in -3 for x, and we get -3 plus 4y equals 9. Add 3, and we get 4y equals 12. Divide by 4, and we get y equals 3. -3, 3. All right, the next one we get, we're going to do this one right down here. Stick 0 in for y, so this will give us the x-intercept. 0 goes in for y, and we get x plus 0 equals 9. Oh, that one was nice. I like that one. That was good. And then the last one on this, 5 goes in for y. So we get x plus 20 equals 9. Subtract 20 and we get x equals a negative 11. So negative 11, 5. Good. Number 10. We're going to start off, we start off with a y this time, sticking y in right there. I don't know why anybody would want to do this. I guess you get to pick your own numbers later, but that looks just kind of nasty. 2 equals 3/7 x minus 13. And we've got to get x by itself. So add 13 over here, and we get 15 equals 3/7 x. Now we've got to divide by 3/7, which is the same as timesing by 7/3. Times by 7/3, gone over there. So we get x equals 15 divided by 3 is 5, 35. Whew, that was a toughie. See if it gets any better. We stick in y as 5 right here. So we get 5 equals 3/7 x minus 13. Add 13 over to the other side. We get 18 equals 3/7 x. Times both sides by 7/3. And it gets rid of that guy. We have x equals, see, 18 divided by 3 is a 6. That's a 42. Wow. Alrighty. Maybe these will be a little bit easier sticking in x here. So we're going to take that 2 and stick it in right there for x. So we get y equals 3/7 times 2 minus 13. That is y equals 6/7 minus 13. You may want to stick that in your calculator or just go ahead and do it. This is 91/7. So we get negative 85/7. Wow. There we have negative 85/7 right there. The next one, we are going to do this one. Now, if we stick in 0 for x, remember that will give us the y-intercept. So we stick in 0 for x and we get y equals 3/7 times 0. Oh, look at that. Whoosh. The fraction is decimated. I like y-intercepts right now. Negative 13. And what you should start noticing, that number, every time we do the y-intercept like that, look at that guy. Oh, right up here. That's where he was on that one. Kind of a neat little pattern there that y-intercept, if y is by itself, notice it didn't happen up here, but when y is by itself, it works. That's kind of nice. And the last one, we're going to stick in -1 for y. Better give us a little more room here. -1 equals 3/7 x minus 13. Add 13 and we get 12 equals 3/7 x. And times by 7/3 on both sides. Times by 7/3. Gone, gone. X equals 7/3 times 12. Do that in your calculator or see that will reduce and we get 28. Oh, we got lucky that most of those came out nice.